everyone. Hope you're doing well on a Saturday, and welcome to Real Estate with Ryan. Glad to be with you in the studios. Always fun talking a little real estate here with my family, my friends. And it's been a busy week. We've been busy. It's hard to believe that January is coming to a close. I know it's been a busy year. 2021 is definitely off to a different start. I don't think it went too far from 2020, but we're keeping it moving, staying busy. Inventory is very, very low. I looked the other day, we were about at 1,900 homes. I think that's right, 1,900, Nick, on the market total. That's crazy. Last time we looked, I'd say midpoint last year, we were at 2,700, 2,600. So inventory is low. So we've got an opportunity in the marketplace that we're seeing that it's a great opportunity. Not so much if you're buying, always that challenging, limited inventory. But rates are really, really good. Kind of start off the show. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ryan Coleman. I own Hometown Realty in town. My wife usually is on the show. She couldn't be here today. She's with the little ones and helping me at the office. She's got multiple tasks and sends all the love. Hope everybody's doing well and excited about 2021. But we were talking about the interest rates and then talking about where that's going 2021 and why this year, if you're on the fence and thinking about buying or selling, is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. I had the rates here. Let me kind of look at those. Give you an example here as we start the February market, just a couple days. Just to give an example, interest rates. Let's say you're doing a 30-year loan. We've got 2.5% with basically 0.9, almost a point. We got another bank over here at 2.49. You're paying almost a point, about $3,000 in fees. So about 2.5, 2.4. I know one of my great clients that's closing now, we did something with the credit union, and they did a 5 or 7 year ARM, and it was somewhere close to 2%. So insane rates we've never seen. Perfect for the opportunity if you're thinking about buying or selling, especially buying, right? So you're in that home. You want to maximize. Your kids are growing. We're seeing that a lot with COVID and so much going on. We're spending more time at homes. We're talking about how we're converting the garages for our gyms. We're talking about home office in 2021, how that's a big deal. So if it wasn't a big deal prior, having that extra bedroom, that extra space for that home office is a plus. And then guess what? Of course, we need that man cave and extra space, and outdoor space is a key, is a plus. So we're seeing all those on the new wish list and the price bracket. If you're making adjustments with the rates being so low, it's allowing you to kind of stretch your budget, maybe kind of go into a different price bracket that we haven't seen in a while. So all those things make for an exciting 2021. We got a good show for you today. We'll talk about little rates. Let's talk about a little University of Tennessee news. As you know, we're proud sponsors of the Vols. We love our Vols. We got some changes as we're changing, as the cycle changes. We've got a new coach. Let's see here. Josh Heupel. Excited for him. I think he's going to be our 27th coach. So excited for him. And Danny White, our new athletic director, excited to bring him in and excited for everything going on with the Vols. I know there's some rumblings and everybody's kind of upset in Vol land, and I get it. Nobody likes change. But again, remember, we're all Vols for life. We're all in. Things change. Things are always changing for the best. And we're excited for the season coming up here. I know spring practice will be there soon. We'll do some live streams, hopefully excited to be on the field and get down there with coaches and take my little one down there, man. That'd be pretty cool. Take Kinsley and take Isaac down there and get back to more of a normal life this year. I think we'll see more of that and excited of that. Men doing really, really well. Know they had a couple losses that hurt them, but they're doing really, really well and excited this season. One thing I was thinking about the men's basketball program, excited to see what they're doing and all that they've come over the last couple of years is remember it's a season, kind of like everything we're going through in life. I mean, you're going to have some of your wins and then you're going to have some adjustments. This COVID has messed up a lot of programs, a lot of things across the country. And so you're seeing that and knowing that I was thinking about it before I started the show. It was like timing. You know, our business is all about momentum, right? In our business, you have momentum. We're moving. I call it the mojo, right? You get your mojo, you get you moving, you get that momentum. Well, in basketball and sports, and I played sports and basketball for a long time, they call it, getting in your zone, getting in your groove. And it's hard when you stop, you practice, then you've got a game, then you change an opponent, and then the opponents are canceled because they were sick and you're changing somebody else. So there's a lot of momentum that you guys aren't seeing behind the scenes. And to keep that in mind, that's just like sales with everything going on with politics and all the things that we're facing. If you're in that momentum business, you want to get on that momentum. You want to get the ball rolling. You want to we call it the snowball. You want to get the snowball going, but it's challenging when you have all these hurdles or distractions. So keep in mind, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's all about March Madness, and excited about what the team's going to do. I think you guys are going to be excited what we're doing, and proud of our Vols. So I just wanted to mention that about our Vols. I'll get right into our show because I'm rambling. That's what I'm doing here. I'm excited about the Vols. We're passionate over here. So I think they're going to have a good season. Our men are excited to see what they do in March Madness. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about today on real estate. So a little real estate. I thought I'd talk about our vets, our country. So many of men and women have served our country, armed service, and they're able to, once you serve, to get something called a VA loan. So we're going to talk about 10 tips or 5 tips that you must know, and we'll go over 10 topics if we have time about a VA loan, what you need to know about your VA loan, things that might have slipped your mind or not known. VA loan is a very, very popular loan. It covers our veteran, as we talked about, does not cover our National Guardsmen. So it covers just VA vet, active military, and you're able to qualify for that loan. Active duty, after service, retired, you have your eligibility. So one of the big things or attractive things about the VA loan in today's market is, guess what? It's 100% loan. It's 100% loan. And I say it's one of my lenders said it's one of the better loans out there that you can get. Everybody has their own opinions, but we do know it's one of the only few products that we have out there that's 100% for our veterans, and they do have mortgage insurance. And that mortgage insurance is going to be added to the end of the loan. So that mortgage insurance varies. We'll get with our lenders, and they'll help you with that, but it just gives you an idea of that. With our mortgage insurance, though, most of them, okay, with our VA loans, you would pay those monthly payments, right? So let's just say Fannie Mae, you did a conventional loan, just kind of comparing the difference, right? Fannie Mae or FHA, they have something called mortgage insurance. So anytime you have a property where you put less than 20% down, right, they're going to have something called mortgage insurance. Basically, mortgage insurance protects the bank. In case you don't pay the payments, you have a high loan to value, then what they do is they come in and kind of step in and pay that difference back to the lender. Now, you pay that as a consumer, you pay that mortgage insurance monthly in your payment. So always we say, hey, what is your payment made of? Well, these are, they teach you in kind of when you start real estate, but it's a PITI, right? Have you ever heard of that? Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. But the other one is mortgage insurance. So that's what your payment is made up of. The good thing about the VA loan is that mortgage insurance is added onto the end of the loan. So you're not paying that, you're paying as a one lump sum. That's why a lot of consumers say the VA makes sense for the low loan down payment. Let's give an example. So you're borrowing $100,000 and your payments may be on that 3.5% mortgage insurance. So you're going to finance $100,000, right? That's your sales price. And they're going to add the mortgage insurance premium. So about $3,500 of your loan cost is going to be added to the total loan. So at the end of the deal, you're going to have, $100,000, and then you're going to add $3,500 to it, right? So $3,500 is going to be added to that as your payoff. So conventional, it's all added into the monthly. So let's say you're paying $60, $70 a month. You're paying that monthly. Why it's advantage, and I won't go long into this, but it basically is going to save you $60, $70 depending on your loan size per month. So your payments are going to be less. All right. Number 2, you get to use your benefit again. Why is that important? Use your benefit again. So your VA eligibility goes to the property. So let's say you buy this property on Main Street and then you sell it. Well, that releases that eligibility so you can use it again and again. Now we just closed, and you'll never believe this. I think we probably closed the largest VA loan in all of East Tennessee, probably a good part of all of the East Coast. 2.3 million, 2.4, right, Nick? 2.3, 2.4 million VA loan. President Trump released that back in July, I believe, where there was loan limit restrictions. And a lot of people didn't realize that, but the restrictions are off for our VA. I think in this area, we were up to 750, and they released those restrictions. We're coming on a break. We're going to talk more about VA loans, things you maybe didn't know. So if you're thinking about purchasing in 2021, you want to stay tuned. You want to stay with us with Real Estate with Ryan as we talk more about VA loans.
Knoxville and East Tennessee. The region is known for its rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place to work, live, or raise a family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision, and you need a real estate team you can trust.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty, your hometown experts. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let us develop a winning game plan for you.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
Your friend promised we wouldn't be homeless.
He promised. He's doing everything to fix it.
You need to call and have him fix it now.
Hey, man.
Found us a house.
No, not yet. Let me call you back. We're working on it.
Ryan Coleman with Hometown
He
Realty.
says he's doing the best he can do, honey.
Well, he's taking too long. I knew we should have gone with Ryan Coleman.
Choosing the right agent is never easy.
Call your hometown experts. We'll take care of all the details and make sure you don't get stuck in a motel. All right, thank you for staying with us. Before we go into the break, we're talking about a little VA loan, what you need to know if you're going to purchase in 2021, and how to get the most out of your VA eligibility. Again, if you're tuning in the first time, make sure you follow us on social media. We're out there in social media land. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're live streaming this, so if for some reason you happen to miss the show on the radio station or catch us on social media, make sure you like and subscribe. We always try to give you the up-to-date information on the real estate market, keep you up to date with our vols. And with inventory low, we control a lot of inventory in the marketplace, and we help a lot of buyers and sellers and love to help you guys. And so keep us in mind if you're interviewing agents or you need a good team to help you thinking about selling your home in 2021. We'd love to do that. It's an easiest number to do it, 693-SOLD, okay? All right, back on the show, we're talking about a little mortgage, a little VA mortgage, right? A little VA mortgage. Did you know that the mortgage insurance, we talked about that, it's at the end of the deal, so it's not in your monthly payments. Big, big, big plus. Okay. We got limited closing costs on a VA loan. That's a big one. Now, closing costs are usually made up of what? Taxes, insurance. They're going to want you to prepay those for the year. You got an appraisal, credit report. You got recording cost. You got survey. You got title insurance. All those things come into your closing cost. Now, with VA, keep in mind, guys, that when you're writing a loan or a contract, the VA will allow you to pay up to 6% in closing cost. Well, Ryan, how does that help me? Well, it can help you in a lot of ways. So the good news is if you can do 100%, let's say you're a veteran, you're coming from an apartment or coming through a divorce or whatever reason, it makes sense to what? Borrow money at a very, very low cost, never seen it at this price, and may never, right? Let's say you don't have the 20% saved. Maybe I put 10% down. Maybe I put 15%. Let's look at that VA opportunity, right? And maybe we get the seller to pay some closing cost, right? Now, our good friend that we work with says, hey, don't do a VA loan. That's bad. You're in a low equity position. Whether you're buying real estate as an investment or you're buying real estate to live in, remember this, and this is an easy rule. The market's always going to control what a buyer and seller is willing to pay. We can watch the stock market. It's a perfect example of what a buyer is willing to pay, right? The more people are willing to pay drives the price up. People get nervous in the market. They do what? They sell. They sell. So in the real estate market, it's no different. It's what a home is willing to pay. What a buyer's willing to pay, and it's what the homes around them are willing to sell for. So that's your value. So when you go into a purchase, make sure that you go into that opportunity and say, okay, what's my exit strategy? You always want to have an exit strategy. What if I decide to sell? What if I get transferred? I think the simplest thing would be this. Can I sell the property if there's any cost, any fees, and be able to transfer and pay off my debt? The concern is, okay, if you don't have enough equity, if something happens, you won't be able to sell if the market corrects. That is true. That goes down to the agent that you choose in the buying of the market. If you're making a smart, intelligent buy for the market today, you're getting a good deal. And I know, I get it. There's less deals on the market today, but you're not buying top of the market, but you're buying competitive. You're in a neighborhood that has a lot of resales, that there's a high demand. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So the money's always made in the buy. So keep that in mind. What else can we talk about? Local lenders, your VA local lenders. So with your VA loans, you have a lot of choices with local lenders here in town. Our credit unions, our local banks can help you do VA loans. A wide variety to shop. Shopping is key. It's kind of like agents. Having more choices is good. Competition is healthy. If you just had one choice, you'd be stuck with those rates. So you have an opportunity to chat with multiple lenders and see what makes sense for you. With a VA loan, some people are not aware of, you can do it's called a Streamline Refinance or a refinance. So if you're thinking about, for some reason, making that addition and wanted to maybe roll in to do a VA to lower your rate, maybe pull some money out, there's combinations of that. So there's a lot of different things you can do with your VA loan. Talk about the guidelines as a whole of VA versus, let's say, conventional. I think one of the most attractive things about VA is what? It's very lenient. The guidelines for your government loans, FHA and VA, routinely have lesser restrictions on credit score. If there's dings, if there's bankruptcy, foreclosures, let's say you went through a divorce, you had some things with some medical bills, VA is going to work with you where maybe some other different programs may not. Lenders do VA loans all across the country. Number one reason, they're 100% insured by the Veterans Administrations. So that means that the Veterans Administrations, if you don't pay it, the government's going to 100% insure it. So it's kind of one of the best loans they can ever do. Funding fee waivers. So there's something called a funding fee. And the great thing about that ranges about 0.5 point to 3.3% of the loan amount. VA adjusts that if you're a disabled veteran. You served our country and you're a disabled veteran, they'll adjust the funding fee. So a good thing to know about with VA funding fees, you just have to reach out to your lender, reach out to us, or we can reach out to the VA directly. Hey, I didn't, we do this as well, but maybe you didn't know that you can buy a condo with a VA. Condominiums are ideal in certain markets for starter homes, or let's say you're downsizing. Maybe didn't sell exactly, get what you're expecting from your house. All right. You can use your VA eligibility to buy a condo, wrap it up, limit it out of pocket, take advantage of the rates being in the low 2, and really a good solution for a lot of consumers. We talked about the VA loans and the loan limits. I haven't checked on these recently. I probably should have, but as of December, loan limits were restricted, meaning there's no restriction. They were restricted to 750, I think maybe 710 in the certain area. Let's say we just did one in Loudon. I think it was in 7s, and towards the end of the summer or fall, and they removed those restrictions. So I think, is that right? Prior President Trump released that requirement, right? So now there's unlimited loan amount. Can you do it? Now, keep in mind, you could do a VA loan and still put 10 to 20% down. You don't have to finance 10% or 0% or do a 100% loan. You can do 10 or 20% or 5% and do that as well. There's a lot of reasons to use a VA loan. Hope we covered some of those topics and hope they find you helpful in the market. One thing to talk about the VA loan that most people want to make sure you understand, because it's a government loan, right? There's something called the appraisal. So it has to appraise for the sales price, right? Number 2, the condition. They're big on chipping, peeling paint, any kind of safety issues. So no matter what, if there's repairs to a property or needs a lot of work, VA loan's not going to be for you because they'll require that work to be done. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the market and the economy that as a whole. So I just wanted to go over an article that came out on the 25th of January. It said nearly 20% of renters in America are behind on their payments. Typical delinquent renter is $5,600 behind on their mortgage or payments. That's a total outstanding of $57.3 billion is owed by just more than 10 million renters. Eviction is a serious possibility. So I know the extension, the government just extended some of that into March. I wanted to know that we're going through unprecedented times, and there's a lot of people having a hard time. And I wanted to make this available if you're in the Knox County area, if you're thinking about needing some mortgage assistance or rental assistance through the CARES Act. I think there was some money sent into Knox County or Knox City. Check with them. Also check with Knox County Community Action Committee. I'll give you the phone number. It's 865-524-3345. We also have Knoxville Ladies Charity. It's over on West Baxter Street. Their number is 474-9348. I'll repeat those numbers. So Knox County Community Action Committee, 524-3345. The Knoxville Lady of Charity, 474-9348. So if you're needing some real assistance and you're having a hard time, reach out to those and see if they can help you. As always, we'd like to come to you every Saturday, talk a little real estate in your backyard. Glad to be with you. Glad to start a new year and wouldn't do it with anybody else. If you need us, best number in real estate, it's 693-SOLD, 693-SOLD. If you need some real estate help, you're thinking about buying or selling, go to my website at ryancoleman.org. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you give us a like. Till next weekend, we'll see you next Saturday here on Real Estate with Ryan. You guys have a great weekend.